Hello YouTube, my name is DigDeeper10 and welcome back to Order Warships Legends. And, well, there's not much I can say. We've finished the Battle of Kansas, and that means we're in Kansas. And, yeah, so, Kansas. We've done all that. I'm going to show you my builds for Kansas, and obviously the gameplay in another video. I still need to get a not very good game, but an okay game. Past few games have been a bit meh, so it'll probably be about a week, hopefully less, until I get the gameplay out, because Kansas is just really not for me. And I'll show you why. So without further ado, let's look at our commander, shall we? So we are running William Sims as the base commander, just with Lady Liberty as the mask, if you want to say that. But we are running Flammable Cannoneer, Jar H and Jaw Bits. I want to say yes because the AP shell damage on Kansas is just terrible. Yeah, it does decrease your speed, but I mean, it's mainly a dreadnought, or super dreadnought anyway. We're running marksmanship, reaching out XXL, and fight fire with fire. We are legendary 3, and we are at rank 16. Inspirations, we're running John Fisher for range and reload, and instead of Pallid Rebel, which you can run, we are running Otto Ciliax for AP shell damage because, like I just said, AP shell damage is just terrible. Okay, so let's look at our upgrade, shall we? So we are running Main Mastery Mod 2, Propulsion Mod 2, Concealment Mod 1, and Main Mastery Mod 3. You could run Artillery Plotting Room, but I've gone for Reload because Reload's just terrible. We are fully upgraded. As you can see, I've not gone Minnesota. I did have it, but I'm not going to get it ever again because it's just terrible. It's the same as Kansas. Loadout, we have the 3 spotter planes. For this, you have 4 consumables. You've got a fighter plane, secondary enhanced targeting system, and defensive AA. That does not that and that. I mean, right? Those 2 are terrible, useless. These 2, on the other hand, spotting, spotter plane, obviously, main mastery shell grouping, and catapult fighter. That's only if you're running Arthas. Obviously, I don't have it, so I'm not running it. But yeah, we have the Golden Eagle camouflage. We are also running the Semper Fortis camouflage flag, because it just looks American, you know. I mean, I could have DD stuff on there, D-Day stuff on there, but Semper Fortis is good enough. Okay, specs. So, hit points, we have 69,660. Torpedo damage reduction is 40%, and the armor is 19 to 457mm. Artillery, you've got the 406mm 45 Mark 5, so you've got 4x3 of them, reaching out to 19.1, so less than the... I mean, to be fair, it's like probably the lowest battleship range that, or any battleship, tier 7 battleship I have. All my Americans are reaching out to like 19.8 kilometers, but I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. Reload 30.5 seconds. That's because we have Otto Ciliax on. If we are running Pallid Rebel, it's around 29.5 seconds, so you just lose it 1 second. Not biggie, not a big deal. 180 degree turn time is 34.1 seconds. HE shell damage is 5700 with a 36% fire setting chance. AP shell damage downside, it only does 12,909 with auto ciliacs running. So it's like below average for a 16-inch gun. Which is not preferable, you know. Yeah. Oh, secondaries. You've got the original 127mm Mark 32s. You've got 8x2 of them, reaching out to 5 kilometers. Reload in 6 seconds. Maximum shell damage is 1800, and the fire setting chance is 5%. AA, it's okay. It's okay for saying it's Kansas, you know. You would have thought it'd be like California, but it's mid. You've got the 20mm Erlingham Mark 20s. You've got 23x2 of them, so that is equal to 46 guns. You've got they do 140 damage per second, reaching out to 2 kilometers. You've then got 40mm Bofors Mark 2s, 12x4 of them, that's 48 of them, doing 191 damage per second, firing at a range of 3.5 kilometers. And then you've got 127mm Mark 32s, which got 8x2 of them, 127mm, average damage per second, 121, and reaching out to 5 kilometers. Finally, a ship that has the same range as agency. The secondaries are also part of the AA defense, right? And if you look at Iowa, say, AA. Oh wow, that's the same. What about Nebraska? I think Nebraska's slightly... No? What? Has my life been a lie? Usually ships with secondaries, which are classed as AA as well, AA has a slightly longer range, but not on this, surprisingly. Yeah, that's the AA. Okay, maneuverability, terrible. I'm not gonna lie, it's terrible. 23.3 knots. I mean, yeah, it's not as slow as Tennessee, but it's okay. You know, you get to where you want to go, but it's a slower pace. But if you are used to the dreadnoughts, you'll be fine. You won't tell the difference anyway. So yeah, turning circle radius is 700 meters. Rudder shift time is 16.5 seconds. Concealment, very nice. Detectability range by sea is 12.8. By air is 10.8. When the ship's on fire, 13.8 by air, and guaranteed is 2. And while firing in smoke is 14.4. Statistics, I played 3 battles in AI, don't really matter. As you can see, it's one of those that I really don't care about. I've only played 36 battles in it, 21 victories, 15 defeats. I've survived 9 battles. 9. This goes to show how terrible I am in this. But then again, you get some really juicy games out of it if your teammates don't frack up, but also don't mess up the team quickly. You know, you don't want them. You want a good team, but not a too good of a team. You know, that won't carry you. Yeah, I've destroyed 29 ships. And yeah, Highest battle achievements though, max shift destroy 3, aircraft destroy 32, so that would get me a clear skies. Max damage 192,000, so almost 200k, 8,000 damage, no 7,000, no 7, I can do this now, 7,295 damage from 200,000, which is not bad for Kansas. And I've had this build on for ages now. I can't remember last when I got that battle, but yeah. Max XP is 2,659, not the highest. Warship spotted 2, damage upon your spotting 54,000, and potential damage 2.7 mil. So yeah. Armour. You don't get overmatched by the bow or stern. Only thing that you're really concerned about is your citadel, which on this point you can't. It's waterline, like bang on waterline, and there's no turtle back, so you can be citadeled in this. I've dev struck this with my Iowa. It is possible. It is also possible to be chunked for about 30k. I have done it, and it's very nice to do it. Not while you're on the receiving end. You want to cry when you're on the receiving end, but just don't go broadside in it. That's all I'm trying to say. Don't go broadside. But as you can see, because of the extra armor, torpedo protection, you can see that the citadel's basically supposed to be the actual shape of the ship, but then obviously it extends to be a little bit wider, so that torpedo protection, that enhanced torpedo protection, can also save your life. I think, yeah, look at all that, look at all that yellow. All of that can like protect your citadel. It wraps around all the way around, you know. The rear is probably the most vulnerable of being citadeled, but the front mid is a little bit where the 3 secondary turrets are. Yeah, that's also vulnerable of being citadeled, but altogether, don't go broadside. Sorry about that. Don't go broadside. Yeah, it's got the armor. But just, yeah, don't go broadside. Okay, overview. Agile, above average ability to change direction. Yes. Guns are plenty. A high number of guns allows for a lot of damage from a single salvo. Meh. Yeah, it has 12 16-inch guns, but the 16-inch guns for AP shell damage is below average. Well, it's not. Yeah, below average. So yeah, slow, below average maximum movement speed. I totally agree. I mean, yeah, you could replace change gyrating jaw bits to get that little bit of speed, but it really won't matter. Okay, Kansas. This battleship design was used as a basis for construction of a number of warships after World War I. So, yeah, I was right. She is a World War I design. She's a dreadnought, a super dreadnought. She was similar to the Colorado class in many aspects, being in fact an enhanced version of her with more powerful armament. The ship was the crown of the development process of standard battleships in the US Navy. She was designed in 1918 and she was never built. Now this really bugs me. She was a similar similar to the Colorado class in many aspects, right? But then, why is North Carolina there? Because if Kansas is a similar ship, what does it say? She was similar to the Colorado class, right? Colorado is literally Kansas, basically. Well, obviously enhanced and slightly bigger, with more guns, and obviously a higher tier. But then North Carolina shouldn't really be there because it's an older design of the Iowa. So those two should be swapped, theoretically. The game developers should swap them, but they can't because obviously it's the texture line, isn't it? So that would just mess up my Path 2 series, wouldn't it? But anyway, let's ignore that, shall we? Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Kansas, it's a dreadnought. It's probably one of the ugliest, for me, in my opinion. I like dreadnoughts, but this is probably one of the dreadnoughts that I despise. I just don't like it, you know? You can have an argument with me. Yeah, it can put out really good battles, yes. If it's played properly, yes. But it's just really not for me. Yeah, I do like the eagle, and it looks a lot better with the eagle camouflage on, with the golden eagle. But it's just not my type of style, you know. Every other dreadnought, I love dreadnoughts or super dreadnoughts, but this is just really not for me. But like I said, it can put out some really good games. If you're grinding for the Vermont, I'd definitely get it. I wouldn't sell it because there's a low percentage of you getting a really good. It's a 50-50 chance. Think of it as that 50-50 chance of getting a very nice game out of it. But you know, it's just a dreadnought. It's just a dreadnought. So yeah. So that's gonna be today's video. There will be a game, probably a week, if that. A week is the deadline. I need to get a video out a week today. So today is Sunday. This video will be posted tonight. But I just want this video. I just want the game to be posted and gotten out of the way, and we can start the path to a Margie. And I'll tell you why I'm not doing a Zumo, because there's not really much point. But we'll get onto that after the gameplay. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if you want to see more Path 2s. And after I've done all of them, I'll do legendaries. I'll do other premium. I'll do premiums. I'll do other legendaries. I'll do other ships, other lines like a DD line or a cruiser line. There is one particular cruiser line that I really want to, and I have started to finish for one legendary cruiser, which has been leaked in one World of Warships Legends video. But other than that, have a great night, and I'll see you in the gameplay of Kansas. So yeah, with that being said, I'll leave you to it. Goodbye.